Welcome back to Teh Tarik Hour. As always, it's me, Azreen,
I'm Ah Kit.
and we are back again for another episode of Stupid Talk. So high talk, but two so highs. And to make it sure, our slogan,
Slogan.
our cakap kata, we are,
I'm not Chinese.
I'm not Malay,
We
are
are
Malaysian. Wow, so good. Hey, that's our first try actually.
Yeah, first try, actually.
First try also quite not bad. Okay, not bad. I think we are starting on a good feel. Good
Good.
vibe.
Impressions.
Good vibe. Maybe today will be a very
I think next month is very special month for our all Malaysians.
exactly. And this episode, I thought it was going to be a very chill, very relaxed episode, but no. Akid already got idea already. We have the snack already to prove this will be a big topic. You know?
Big topic.
Why is the big topic? Sorry, makan.
The big topic is
Discussing about our prime minister candidates. Yes, boys and
who
girls.
to lead our
Who
country
to lead the country?
to the bad or to the good.
Why like that? I mean, it's either one way or the other. But it's not just we are discussing. We even have a tier set up. Look at that. All the people there. Okay, our picture is a bit too big lah. Let me just reduce a bit the size, small a bit. Leng chai not leng chai. Okay, we're like that. Okay, so we are there. This is the tier that we've decided. It's not just the people that we want. It's also it's not just the people who are already nominated, which is right now only Anwar Ibrahim from from Pakatan Harapan Coalition, and then there's Muhyiddin Yassin, which is from the Perikatan Nasional (PN), and there is Sabri Yaakob, the current caretaker prime minister, and also for the party of Barisan Nasional (BN).
This is what we are thinking. This is a high possibility to become our PM. This is our own opinions lah, actually.
I mean, we are just discussing like
Discussing.
whether or not they can be PM or not, and then also to give our opinion on how good or bad the candidates are lah, basically. Don't know how factual we are. Because at the end of the day, it's just opinion. Because Malaysians like to talk lah. We like to talk, chit chat. Then we like to
This is mamak ma.
Mama talk lah. It's the
Yeah,
Teh Tarik
Mama
Hour,
talk.
right? Teh Tarik Hour, but no Teh Tarik at all lah. I'm drinking water and keep
Drinking
drinking
Coke.
Coke.
Okay, so
So now the criteria of us judging is, I think, will be very free flow lah. We will look at their, maybe talk about their policies or even their age lah, whether or not that's a factor, right?
So we also want someone to bring, the benefits to our country lah. See, so we define who the PM what he will bring to our country. So it's a good or the bad. Maybe some people said they'll bring some very good, good benefit to our country. But in the same time, he also brings some things not good to our country.
So yeah, we're trying to look at the overall perspective of what this candidate brings and whether or not at the end of the day, can he be PM or should he not be PM?
Yes, I think no one is a perfect one lah.
Of course lah.
No a human is a perfect, but if we are trying to choose someone is as best as possible lah. So this is what we are. These are in our thought lah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just our opinions lah. So
It's
whether or
our-
not it come true, we don't know lah. We're not
know
saying that we
lah.
decide the
it's not we are
Our
the
power.
decision maker lah.
Maybe our power is that good that we can decide for them.
Yes.
But we will do the main focus will be the three candidate. But if you all look at the tier list again, there's a bunch of people we put in. The rest is just for fun lah.
Yeah.
We just talk like nonsense because a lot of the people there, like, how likely is it for a non-Malay to become prime minister? Zero chance lah.
For now it's zero. I don't think it's zeros. I think everyone also can be a PM, right? Everyone also got a
Can?
chance. It's depend. Now I believe I don't think Chinese cannot be a PM. I think one day maybe Chinese can lead the country. You see the benefits for who's bring the benefit to the country.
What year would you think would that be?
I'm not say Chinese because I'm Chinese, but maybe it's some maybe Indians or maybe it's
or
some
maybe Sabahan Sarawak.
Sabahan. Because I think Malaysia is not belongs to one race, not only Chinese or not only Malay or not
Indian.
Yeah. So
It should
it's
be
a
Malaysian.
possibility to become a PM, whoever race.
I think it's still right now the main line is still unfortunately just Malay law like that.
Yes, now the
Malay majority, that's why.
Malay majority. So
But-
maybe one day it's a lot of foreigner, the Bangla. Maybe one day Bangla become a PM.
Maybe one day like British law, the Rishi Sunak.
Yeah,
Indian Prime Minister?
Yeah.
I mean, is he a good prime minister? That one don't know yet lah, because he's conservative and I personally don't agree
Seriously,
with
we are color blind. I don't.
let's not say we're completely colorblind. That means you educate the handicapped people. Then people really colorblind and they feel like that.
My color blind is me.
The race thing.
Different things lah.
Okay, all right.
Okay, let
Let us start first, as always, with Anwar Ibrahim. I think Anwar should be the first to be on our list lah. Because why? Anwar has been fighting a very long battle for a very long time. He is currently how old? Already 75, I think.
75.
Yeah, he's
1947.
1947, right?
But
I mean, he's still a lot younger compared to Mahathir lah.
he is one of my favorite PM.
Okay, so that you have a bias there lah. He is your favorite lah in that sense.
Because he go through a lot of things. Even he put in the jail, and it's some kind of, I think it's nonsense lah. It's not necessary to, because this is very private lifestyle. But people also put on politics. Even I'm gay, I also can be a PM.
Okay, so before we go even further, let's just recap what is the case that was against Anwar that made him go to jail.
Okay.
Hold on, just so we also have the information in front of us, because we are not supercomputer, okay? We are normal people, so we have the Wikipedia in front of us just to reference lah. Okay, but yes, Akit. Okay. So like Akit was saying, Anwar went to jail around 1999. That was because of a sodomy conviction. Now, for those who don't know, in Malaysia, sodomy is considered illegal in Malaysia. That means being gay, or I don't know if it's called being gay lah. It's just that sodomy, the act of sodomy itself, is considered illegal in Malaysia. So he was convicted of that, and then he went to jail for that first time around. I think he went from it says he went from 1999 until 2007, so quite a long time lah. And for many people at that time, they think it was a political attack against him. Do you think so like that, is it?
For me, especially this this is a very personal life. This cannot put on put on the politic bullets. It's mentioned these people is not qualified to be someone is because they have a very this personal life. This is what I'm want to say.
So you're in the opinion that what happened behind closed door, as long as it's a consenting thing, not really an issue lah.
Not really the issue, because this is very personal life.
And it doesn't affect, you think it doesn't affect like politics and policies and like that lah?
For my own opinions, yes. But for some, if for religions thinkings or religions view perspective of views, maybe they say, these people is not
not moral.
Not moral, don't have any moral. Then how he go to lead the country? This is the problem of other people's thinking of Anwar.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Our country is very strong in moral, in terms of like religious morality. I think Prime Minister Sabri recently just announced that one of the conditions to become a Prime Minister, they need to go through a process of regulation, being checked by religious ministry. So if you're a Prime Minister candidate, the religious department will have to investigate you also, you know. So that means religion is still a major part of our government, unfortunately lah.
This is maybe is the religion's perspective view lah. But for him, I think is one of in 1919 era, the time he was a financial minister. And that time the Malaysia's economy is
The booming, right?
booming. It's not say the best time, but it's a Malaysia good time that time lah.
I think just before the 98 financial crisis,
Yes.
correct? And Anwar was still in power as a finance minister.
Yes. So our country that time is still okay lah.
I mean, we were considered one of the tigers of Asia, right?
Yes.
Malaysian tigers. That's where the whole tiger come from. That we are a tiger, really in the Southeast Asia, very strong.
So this time maybe Anwar can not bring us back to the tiger area lah, but at least do something on our economy.
I already got the idea. Make Malaysia tiger again.
Make Malaysia tiger.
again. Hashtag MMTA.
Maybe not tiger, lion.
Lion can meh?
Tiger.
Lion already instinct already.
Garang then tiger ma.
Singer. Eh?
No lah, tiger better.
Tiger.
Malaysia tiger.
We always went tiger. I don't know why lah.
Oh, I know our nationals means animal is tiger ma.
Is it tiger, not kancher?
Kanchil.
Kancher. Not the rooster.
Hey, harimau nowadays is lesser right in Malaysia also.
Oh yeah, like in Malaysia tiger already almost extinct already. You know?
I think peninsula lah tiger.
Peninsula tiger.
Peninsula.
Peninsula.
Peninsula. Is it peninsula? Sorry, my English is not good.
It's
So
okay.
good.
It's okay. But yeah, I mean, maybe he could bring the. If he was in power, maybe he is smart enough in terms of the financial aspect to bring back economic prosperity like it was in the 90s. You still believe he has that skill? You think he still has that touch, is it?
Anwar, because he's my favorite PM. Of course, I believe
He's
on
not yet
him.
PM, just so you know.
I believe on him.
Okay, it's just your opinion and your belief for him lah. I personally, for me, I also understand Anwar's ability, and also he's very charismatic in the sense that he can really command the people there lah. I think he has the it factor, just like Mahathir one.
Yes. Well, and another thing is not I am Chinese. I think a lot of Malay also quite support. Our Anwar, right? Because they are come out the ones a party called Keadilan.
Yeah, Keadilan.
So Keadilan actually is quite, I think is quite successful party also. This is why every opinions is my own opinions because the Keadilan is no matter is Malay or Chinese, this one party is fully support all the races, all the race.
Racist.
It's
Sorry, racist.
Wrong word.
It's for
Sorry.
racist. I thought, wait, did he just say racist?
Sorry.
Racist. Not racist, racist. All people.
All the peoples, right? It's some kind of like means the Malays leaders who are doing.
It's really support the rakyat lah, basically.
Support rakyat.
The people lah.
Hidup. What's the word again? Hidup rakyat, you know.
I mean, that's true. But however, we have to understand. Recently, he is running for Tambun state.
Yeah.
So some in the BN say he is going to Tambun because he knows the Malay majority from his previous seat won't support him because he lost the support of the Malay people. To you personally, do you think he already lost the Malay people's support? I think, honestly, I do feel like sometimes maybe he lacked the all Malay support because there's too much multi-diversity within his party.
I don't know the older generation of Malay will support Anwar or not, but I know the younger generation is quite support Anwar. Because in the, I'm not saying the protest, I went to this Bersay's campaign.
So, Bersay is our political campaign rallying that was done by activists, non NGOs, all this to go against the corrupt.
You guys can do the Google search maybe in the Bersay. These words actually is quite well campaigned in
it was the reason why BN was overthrown lah, basically.
Yes. So I think I see a lot of youngster people who are support. Especially their party lah.
I mean that's the it factor there lah, because young people now can vote. 18 above can vote. So He's right. A lot of the younger generation in Malaysia, they are more supportive or more progressive party like PH. Party,
Yes.
yeah. But the major majority of people who vote is still the older generation lah.
Okay lah, the older generations, because we need the young blood for Malaysia, you know.
But you know what Mahathir said, right? Young people should not.
Maybe the
You
next
don't
is we tune M. Now we are Anwar.
Okay, Anwar, okay, back Anwar. Okay, back to Anwar. I very excited to talk shit about Anwar. Hey, Mahathir, because Mahathir is I hate the most. For me personally, I'm not against Anwar, but I don't feel like he has the full support of the voting base that he needs. Okay, I think he still lacks full control of the Malay voting base. I think a lot of Malays still wants the Malay rights, Malay priority kind of party, which is why they might still lean towards BN and PN rather than Pakatan Harapan. Because Pakatan Harapan, they are trying to equalize everyone. Malay, Chinese, Indian, all is a one rakyat. So a lot of their policies and their manifestos will work towards the rakyat. And unfortunately, a lot of the Malay still wants the Malay priority, Malay special privileges still.
The Malay reserve lah, we call it all is this called Malay reserve lah. But this is very old mindset lah.
That's why a lot of that comes back to the fact that older generation still votes more than the younger generation.
The thing is, they are using this Malay reserve, these words. In the end, it's really the poor Malay is getting the benefits. This is the questions.
Wait, not really. The poor Malays only get a small benefit.
Yeah. So the benefits is belong to who and go to the who? Pockets. Whose pocket?
Who?
You know lah.
But yeah, a lot of the times, a lot of the Malay benefits, right? Who does it go to? You think like all the Malay poor people get the benefit, right? You would think, right? But if that's the case, why is still so many poor people?
But you can still see a lot. Seriously, I'm not saying I'm not racist. You still can see a lot of poor Malay, and then or even though Chinese. I mean, outside the streets,
in the end of the day, still still a lot of poor people.
Still a lot of poor people after 60 years old Malaysia independent.
60 years of Malay led power, or
Yes.
Malay based or Malay bias policies. At the end of the day, it didn't help the working class. Let's be real, okay? Because if that's the case, then why we still have so many people struggling? But then BM will say, oh, you see PH 2 years, cannot do anything. Wow.
Back to Anwar.
But back to Anwar. Again, for Ah Kit, he's saying like, Anwar can be PM because he has the policies and he has the ability,
The wise thinking.
the ability and the experience to lead the country.
Yes.
For me, I don't think he has he's still lacking the X factor, the voting base of the Malays to win.
Supporter. Then I hope everyone can give a chance. Let Anwar to become one time.
Yes,
PM.
okay. So this, so this is the only reason why I can only support Ah Kit in letting Anwar become prime minister, because all the other people already got chance, Give Anwar a chance.
Give Anwar a chance, At least got one time. Let Anwar to become a PM. Like last time, the last election, actually he's won.
Actually, yeah, he actually won.
But he cannot come out from the prison.
In the end, that one guy, I tell you, and then it turns out also it's not just Mahathir who did the thing. It was Hadi also.
At least let Anwar to become one-time PM and see how's the country.
Macam give chance lah.
Give chance lah.
Kasih chance lah, bro. So okay, after all this, where do we stand with Anwar in terms of like whether he can be PM or not? So, Anwar Ibrahim can be, cannot be, can be. Wow, like that.
What's your opinion?
I think he can lah.
Can
I surprisingly, I'm starting to see a lot of people are more active in trying to want to be in voting. I see in social media all the like the website like CAs all this, they are telling the younger people to vote. And I see, at least in the urban area like KL, all this, a lot of people more support towards Anwar and wanting to give him a chance lah. So Yes, I agree. He can be PM. Will he be PM? That's not the case, lah. We just say he can be. He has the potential to be PM, and you agree as well, right?
I agree.
Agree.
Absolutely, absolutely agree.
So then, Anwar Ibrahim, he can be PM. Yay!
This is not final result.
No, we don't know yet. Our wish list. Our wish
Prediction
list.
only.
All right.
Is it prediction?
Like that, man. We have the power. We have the power to predict.
We are not the sotong.
Oh, the sort of that predict the World Cup is. We need to bring him back. Oh, but he died already, right?
No.
I think died already, lah. Okay, all right. So that's Anwar, the first candidate. Second on the list, we will talk about Muhyiddin Yassin.
Muhyiddin.
Bapak COVID. Okay. Muhyiddin Yassin. Of course, we bring up the thing first, but we will change back to our main face. Okay, so y'all can see our handsome face. Okay. So the next candidate on the list is Muhyiddin Yassin. He is the prime minister when in 2020 elected by the Agong, and he currently leads the coalition Perikatan Nasional, which is Bersatu and PAS.
Bersatu and PAS.
And they are a very Malay focused party lah, basically.
But under the COVID, right? He also do a quite well job in the COVID. Is it?
But here's the thing: people only remember the fact that Muhyiddin is the one that took care of us during COVID. But honestly, let's be honest lah. Okay, I want to tell straight lah. What he actually do? I was thinking back lah.
He's a leader, ma.
Yes, but the only thing he did is go on TV and say, stay home ah. I also can do that. Oh. If you say that is the requirement to become prime minister, I also can do that. Oh. But the thing is, okay, personally, I don't think he can be PM lah. Because why? For one thing, people never accepted him as a authentic government or a real government because it was not elected by the people. It was elected by the Agong in a special emergency case. And also the reason why it happened, the Sheraton move. Okay? Alright, but before I go tembak everything out. What is your opinion of Muhyiddin? Like how you think whether or not he can win or not and become PM?
For him, I don't think he is I don't know. I don't think he was the one who qualified to be a PM also.
Yeah, I mean in the first time around that he became PM, you think he wasn't good, is it?
These people, Muhyiddins, yeah, he quite experienced, and then
I mean he's same age as Anwar, by the way. He's like 75 as well.
75.
75. I don't know if you can put here. I don't think he put the bond there. Or 1947. Same. So I mean same age as Anwar. Also a lot of experience. One thing he has against Anwar is that he is very Malay focused. So that means he has the support of the Malays basically.
So maybe he are more those old generations of politicians.
And also,
then he always mention is the one of the like Malay come first or
Malay rights basically.
Malay rights. They protect their own. Malay rights or something. So I don't say this is not good for the Malaysia, but for me, I don't think is.
You really support the people, right? You know,
really not really support. I know for me it's not my favorites lah. I don't know, Azreen, is your favorite PM?
I hate Muhyiddin. Why? Because he is the reason for the Sheraton move. He and Hadi Awang, PAS punya leader. So PH is PN is Perikatan Nasional is Bersatu and PAS. So that means they focus on two things: race and religion. the two things I hate the most in a party manifesto. They basically want to protect Malay rights, Malay special privileges, and focus more on Muslim or Islamic jurisdiction and Islamic laws lah, basically.
If for him, is he I means his background will be help out our our Malaysia growth. Is his education background or his experience, maybe he's many years in politicians. Is he a help out of Malaysia?
I can't say for certain that he actually helps a lot of the Malaysian people. I mean, I don't know exactly his journey as a politician. I know he's done multiple runs as a deputy prime minister and whatnot. But I think he worked for MITI as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he has experience, but I think a lot of his experience is catered towards Malay rights and Malay communities. And being a Malay majority country, there is a advantage.
Then then he gained a lot of Malay water. Is it?
Yeah, I mean possibly, and also religious voters, Islamic voters, because PAS. But now here's the X factor. PAS nowadays people don't like. I think nowadays PAS already gila already, you know.
Let's say for younger generation, he won any younger generation.
Okay, I think nowadays maybe not, but younger generation would know Muhyiddin more because his face was always on during pandemic. So there people are familiar with him. So in my opinion, I honestly at the end of the day, and I don't really want to go too much on Muhyiddin, and because both of us are not too familiar with Muhyiddin except for the fact that he is Bapak COVID. That's it.
Bapak COVID.
Bapak pandemic. Yeah, that's the only thing he has. In the grand scheme
Jangan
of
lali
things.
sini, jangan lali sana.
Stay
Stay at home.
at home. What's this? That's the song, eh?
Wait, got one song in Jangan lali sini.
Wait, we need to find it. Okay, this is the thing. We need to find it.
Serious ah?
I want to find. Stay at home, Malaysia. Stay. Stay at home song Malaysia. Let's try to see. There's such thing.
Oh, got one song. Jangan ke sini, jangan ke sana.
Is this it? Okay, let me
Just
just.
stay at home. The EDM. This one ah? I don't know.
Okay, which one? EDM.
I don't know. Maybe I can play
You want to try this one?
before.
This one. I don't think this is it.
Tetapi jika saudara-saudari masih bergerak,
Oh, is it? What?
just stay at home.
I tell you, people were crazy.
Tetapi jika saudara-saudari masih bergerak, ke sana, ke sini, ke sana, ke sana, ke sini.
Would this help you make it work? We did.
This one.
No, it was vote.
I don't know lah. Maybe some people they are like this one. how you know?
Hey, but we cannot do party because of COVID. That's why they do it.
Okay lah. Muhyiddin, back to the chart.
Okay, so back to the chart. So, is Muhyiddin, can he become PM? What do you think? Or you want me to go first?
Cannot be PM.
You don't think, right?
Absolutely. This is my opinion.
Okay, I also agree with Ah Kit, but I will explain more because Perikatan Nasional only has Bersatu and only has PAS. So they don't really have a lot of people in their party to win a lot of states. And I think if I think by the end of GE15, if PN did not get a lot of seats, they will disband. I think Perikatan will die.
I think for Chinese of perspective lah, is emphasize the Malay reserve. They are not take any the water from Chinese group of people. the water.
It's hard to say lah, because as a Malay focus group, they cannot. They need to.
I know lah, but Malaysia still got Chinese and then other races ma. Races ma.
Then they give you the sepehan, the small crumbs only.
Yeah lah, maybe a percentage is very low lah, but
Yeah, I think I agree with you as well lah. I think in this time around, he cannot be PM lah. I don't think he has the support unless some magic happen, or he he group with I don't know, Mahathir like that.
And then the past, I don't think so.
I don't think PAS will have enough power as well lah.
Yes.
So in the end of the day, cannot be PM.
Yeah.
All right. The next person is Sabri Yaakob. All right.
Yeah, this Sabri Yaakob. We have to speak Malay, Bahasa.
Oh, so now we need to change Malay. I cannot.
Bahasa. Because he are the one who are emphasized to speak Bahasa, even in the international conference.
So then he's what? Bapak Bahasa, is it?
Bahasa. Just recently, even he went to, I think some
UN, I think he went to
UN,
the meeting.
he speak in Bahasa, right?
I mean, that's a good thing, isn't it? Promote our language.
Yeah, one thing is promote that, but I don't know. It's good.
Okay, to be honest lah, you promote language is whatever lah. The more important is what policies are you giving to the people to make them better.
Promote the language. I don't think also is an issue. One thing is now we are difficult on our
Economy, right?
Economy and cari makan. Can we cari makan first before we do
Hey,
anything?
he made the special task force, the economic task force to research about inflation, and until now no solution still.
But I'm not saying because he is a backdoor government.
He's not really a backdoor government actually lah.
He's not a backdoor government. He is the one who are elect from.
Okay, but he also still not really fully voted by the people as well lah. Because he became prime minister because what's his name? Muhyiddin lost majority, simple majority, the seat in the parliament. So at the end, turns out UMNO had the simple majority, so they were able to elect Sabri become. I think that's the case, right? But in the end of the day, he's also not voted by the people as well. That's the most important thing. And in terms of what he's done as prime minister, not much lah, actually. Not really much lah, actually.
Not because he not so long in the PM. We cannot judge the
Only last year only, right?
last year, right? 2 years PM 2 years.
2 years, man. I think it's like,
Less than 2 years.
no, I think 1 year only.
1 year only.
Yeah. It says here on his wiki, it's 21 August 2021. So 1 year only.
1 year only.
So in that sense, it's not fair to judge him by his ability, and we don't know his main focus and policies are what. But the budget 2023 was under his
But I don't like his face.
Wow, damn racist like that.
The face is like Kafil, you know.
What like that? Garfield.
Kafil.
Aiyo.
No
Don't
lah.
like that. Hey, relax lah. But here's the thing lah. In terms of policy and everything, he's not really clear. I think he's very much a UMNO man lah. So a lot of the things that he would do is focusing on Malay first, and then of course the party of UMNO first law. So if he wins, basically it's BN lah. He's Barisan Nasional lah. And that's the thing. Why I think he might have a chance to win is because of BN UMNO already gotten power already. BN has already won 3 states, not as the seat lah, but like as the local state punya representative. Malacca, Johor, and I think Pahang. They won 3 states already. So now BN already got confident they can win the election because a lot of people on those states already voted for BN. So they believe the rest of the country will also vote for BN because people are now starting to think that BN is about bringing stability. And that's the key component with Sabri. It's not that he as a person is a very good prime minister or a very good politician or he create the policies. It's because his party, Barisan Nasional, represent stability, and people want stable because economic now terrible lah, all these things. So people think comfortable ma, Barisan, back to him lor. So that's why I think he has a high chance of becoming PM as well. How you feel? You think that makes sense in terms of like Sabri winning Sabri having a chance to become PM? Or you think the people still don't support BN?
Because currently he is the PM. I think he is the chances to become a next PM is higher than others lah. He is what I think. And then I also not really support Sabri as a PM also. Is one thing is it's not just he says the bahasa things lah, but something is we are more in realities lah. We have to grow our economy. That's why we are someone is experienced and good in economies to contribute to the country lah.
You feel like he won't be able to bring that kind of like
Yes, I feel like he the abilities
okay, so we at the end of the day we're talking about your personal opinion,
the personal
opinion
opinions
of him, of his skill as a prime minister candidate.
I only I focus on the economies lah. The economies is he not the ones. You know the very bad feeling for me is he can be. The ability can bring the economies back to the track.
Let's do a imagination study. If he become PM, what do you think will change in Malaysia?
Change.
You think everything will stay the same, or will it be more?
One thing is more bahasa.
More maybe lo.
More
Wow.
bahasa.
Oh yeah, that could be a much more very logical thing. Maybe that will happen there.
Maybe pizza, McDonald's come
McD, MEKDI, McD.
Maybe all the words is more Malay, more bahasa. I'm not what you saying? I'm not saying bahasa is not good or what. Yeah, we have to promote our bahasa, but it's not not the right time to promote.
Or rather, that's not the main issue right now.
Yeah, because we need more money. Seriously, we have a lot of debt. For
I wonder why we have a lot of debt. And then YMDB, we're still paying for that YMDB.
yeah, you see the TRX. We still
We
own
still to pay for that
still
also.
own the money. A lot of money. How we settle all the highways stop the constructions and all that.
Yeah, but the thing is, if he becomes prime minister, his budget 2023 is to reduce tax for people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I disagree with that personally, because if you reduce tax, where is government going to get the money to?
Yeah, we need to inject the money.
And if you want to get foreign investor to inject, you
Yeah.
need stability in the
Politicians, yes.
And I don't know, UMNO in power is a good indication of stability, because they are a lot of other people in corrupt cases right now. So
Yeah, corrupt cases also one of the big issues is for the history of the party lah, U party lah. U party lah.
so that's why if UMNO were to win, I don't know if it represent a stable country anymore. And then foreign investor will be confident enough to invest and pump money into Malaysia. You have to understand, if they win, I'm sure PAS will go back to UMNO lah. I tell straight lah.
PAS is the what the who just want to make money on their own only. Who won the
I suck up.
yeah, just
And I tell you, if PAS is there, you think, don't say what foreign investor, don't say foreign investor. You think people want to make concert in Malaysia or not? Now, although people are scared already, and there is a tourism that is making money for the country, but UMNO in power and PN in power, I don't think that will be good for our international outlook law.
so straight to the point. Sabri cannot be PM.
Is what we want to think. But the reality is, I think he has high chance to win actually.
Yeah.
So Okay, let's go into the final conclusion of Sabri. I personally think he can be PM because he has UMNO
Mm-mm.
and he has support of Zahid,
Mm-mm.
so he has a chance to become PM. You?
I don't. Yes, this is the fact.
I
But
think that's the X factor there. X factor.
X factor. Then,
Do you think that's enough for him to win a PM or not?
high percentage,
High percentage.
high possibility.
So at the end of the day, even though we both don't like Sabri,
Even don't like, but the fact is,
he got the power. He can be PM. So that is the end of our main three candidates.
Yeah.
Anwar, Muhyiddin, and Sabri. So Anwar, high chance to be PM.
mm-mm.
We also like him to be PM also. That's our personal opinion as well.
The fourth person we want to talk is
Wait, not yet. Let's still conclusion it
Our
on the
conclusion
main.
also.
Muhyiddin, no chance of PM. No chance.
Muhyiddin
Mm.
less lah.
Less chance. I think
50% lah, 50.
I think no chance unless something magical happen, he no chance.
Mhm.
Sabri, we don't like him,
But
but he has the
highest chance.
highest chance to
Yes.
to win amongst. I wouldn't say the highest chance. I think about the same with Anwar lah.
About the same. I don't think Anwar. This is a fact. This is not my opinion. In fact, Anwar, for me, is 40% is higher. 40, not too high percentage to become a PM.
Really, 40%.
40, yeah. Not
40 is die one. Four is die.
compare with Sabrina.
You think Sabri has a higher percentage? Is it?
Yes, higher percentage.
Really?
than Anwar.
Wow. I would think you would.
The fact is.
Oh, okay. It means you see the current landscape, a lot more people would. Sabri has more advantage lah. Okay lah. Honestly, yeah, I think so. That's also true lah. In terms of percentage wise, Sabri has the power right now lah. Because a lot of Malays are very vocal lah. I think so. Could be possibly, and I
But
don't.
Anwar still my favorite.
Anwar still my hero. That's the thing. Anwar try to win once.
Give Anwar a chance lah.
Give Anwar a chance, please, please, Anwar a chance, please. Okay, that's the boring part. Now we go to the fun part.
Who?
All the other Sohai who can possibly become prime minister. If they become prime minister, so we have other tiers there lah. Can be PM, cannot be PM. The other is
Maybe Azreen want to against me or want to score me.
No,
Because
that's the thing.
The fourth. Actually, I want to talk is who
oh.
my favorite also. Not my favorite lah. Najib.
Your hero is it? Bosku.
Bosku.
Apa malu?
It's the decent PM.
Oh, decent PM. Okay. Wow. Okay. So yes, one of the people we're gonna talk about right now is Najib. But let me pull up Najib things on the wiki.
I know Najib is bad lah. But I still love him.
You still love Najib, huh?
Yeah, I love Najib.
You do like this. Then I put a Najib picture there, and then you kiss him.
Najib in the Kajang prison, right?
Kajang prison, man. So yes, Najib. This is just so high talk lah. We just talk about the all the people we talk after this. No chance to become candidate for prime minister. But we just try to share our opinion of what we think of this person lah. Whether or not they should be PM, or whether or not they should not run for candidate, or they should just go to jail. Like Najib, who definitely has to go to jail and is gone to jail already lah.
Najib is really went to the jail, like, right?
But okay,
He's living in jail right now.
he is Kajang prison lah.
Kajang prison.
Don't know how bad his prison sentence are, because some people say, oh, he has special treatment. Some people say don't have special treatment. I don't know. But I will give Najib one thing. he's a smart man, able to take a lot of money.
Not really smart.
Wow, wow, really?
Common people is more smarter than Najib.
Who?
Do you think it's who?
Oh, Jolo.
No, not Jolo. It's under our candidates of the PM.
Really?
Ah.
Wait, okay, so at the end of the day, what do we say? Okay, let me just change back to our tier list. Immediately we say, Najib is where? Go to jail.
Should go to jail, but
The real mastermind.
For he lead our country. For 10 years, he lead our country, right?
Oh yeah, like he lead 10 years, right?
10 years. For these 10 years, Malaysia not so worse, right? Still got Chinese governments who are invest in Malaysia, like Johor Bahru, JB. Is still a lot of big developers to come in our Malaysia to invest. A lot of Chinese money is coming into Malaysia. I think he do the good job, but of course, the things he do is not so good because the bribe corruption issues. But he really bring a lot of money in Malaysia.
So that's the thing. I want you to consider, is him bringing that much economy boost, is it worth the corruption that comes from it?
The corruption actually is the culture of Malaysia.
Okay, but should it be the culture of Malaysia?
I think
I don't
he
think-
is. I don't think. I mean, Najib is the one. If is a businessman, the businessman's mindset. It maybe he is not good in politicians, but he is very good businessman.
Really, I don't think so. Man. You know why he's a good businessman?
Jello,
That is a good businessman. Really take all your money already.
take all your money and then enjoy in overseas, right?
But also, I need to disagree with this. We don't need a businessman at the prime minister. We need a people for a leader that is for the people. Rakyat mah.
But he really go to the jail. He means he really get the punish from for the justice.
I mean, they deserve it lah. Because
Deserve lah.
how the hell can you still run around when you take so many from the country, man? You know, billions, man, billions.
Maybe he become a prime minister. They take all their own pocket money, the 10 million to grow our country. Then this is the conditions. If let's say our rakyat, you take back the 10 billion, ask Jello to come back and take 10 billion back, give back to our Malaysian, grow our country. Then you become a prime minister again.
You really are like that.
I don't know, this is my thought.
You know, if he become prime minister, he will be the first prime minister from jail.
Hey, you know that 19 years old guy also can be a PM. How Malaysia cannot be a
Wow, our politics really gila like that.
Like gila things is where everything will be happen. Everything will be happen.
Okay lah, but I don't think he can be a candidate. He should not be a candidate. That is my opinion of.
Should not be lah.
So, yes, even though we love Najib because he's always funny.
Only
always
me
fun.
love. You know, I don't think you love.
No, I don't. I don't. I hate Najib actually.
Najib.
I really hate. But we both agree should not be candidate.
Okay.
All right. So, even though he is so cute eating super ring, but Najib should not be a candidate. But the other candidate you're talking about, you say under, who is also in our tier list, who more powerful than Najib? Who? Say his
The
name.
old fox.
Who is saying his name?
Old fox.
The man who shall not be named. Tun Mahathir Mohamad. Yes, our man. 97 years strong, okay?
From
Mahathir.
English colony until now, the politicians, the journey.
Dialogue, he defeat Queen Elizabeth, you know, in living longer. There is a big middle finger to the English monarch, you know. You see, I defeat your queen.
If today he become our prime minister
The
again,
world oldest, I
the
think.
world oldest, and now he already oldest. Leader.
Oh yeah, last time already.
Last time already.
So he beat his own.
He beat his own record lah.
This guy is too overachieving, honestly. But I will give him credit. He is the reason why Malaysia was able to gain power back from the colonizer. He did the takeover. He take over a lot of the foreign control companies in Malaysia back when he was in power, and then just bring it back to Malaysia. But he also enforced the NEP, the National Economic Policy, where we break down the ownership of a lot of the companies into 30, 40, 30, 30, 40, I think. 30, 40, 40, something like that. That I can't remember exactly the breakdown, but 30% is for Malays, purely for Malays. I think 30% for other races, that means Chinese, Indian, and whatever who are non-Malay, 30%, and 40% for foreign investors. So that means no matter what, Malays need to control 30% of the economy, and the other 30% and other rest is split between the rest lah. And because of that, there has been a lot of policy that benefit Malays a lot, and other races cannot get the benefits. Like, say you are a businessman, if you're Chinese and you are maybe you do construction, okay? You're a construction Chinese man, and then there's a project for the government to build a house. If they need to fill the quota of 30%, they will find a Malay construction worker instead of Chinese worker, because they need to have at least 30% of the business go to Malay. So you lose out if you're not Malay.
Yeah, but this is this is a restriction for the for the talent peoples who are go out overseas for work or for good. I think it's a good for the reserve actually this is I consider it's a Malay reserve lah, Malay benefits lah.
I mean it is basically.
If let's say for this reserve if let's say we keep this thinking keep these mindsets to go on to our countries I think a lot of talents like Chinese or Indians or whoever they will went overseas to look for good and not come back to Malaysia. This is the loogie of the entire.
I think when you still have that kind of mentality, you make the other races other people and not part of the Malaysian people.
Because we are born here, we are born in the same land, and we are eat the same same food, and then talk in the same language. But in the end, we are not treated fair to.
Yeah, discrimination basically. There's still
yes.
discrimination there.
So to make the people who are left these countries this is not the first day we are to know this I think all the Malaysian
they know the discrimination there lah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming there lah.
We have to try to break the rules here, then we can go more further for this country, more far from this country.
I understand in the early days the need for that kind of policies, because at that time I guess people still a lot of the working people, Malays, Chinese, Indian, they did not have anything at all. It was mostly colonizer or foreign control, and they wanted to distribute it equally proportionate to the race lah. Like a lot majority at the time was Malays, and then Chinese and Indian were lesser. However, I think at today 2022, we should not look at race as a indicator.
Yes.
We should look at class. If you're working class, then the policy should be more towards helping the working people.
If let's say if this policy are really work for for our country, where we can see the country already develops lah. I can say use the words develops lah. We can compare with our neighbors, like now we can compare with Indonesia, even Thailand. Their economy is better than us. And then, no, of course, we don't compare with Singapore lah, because Singapore is so small. We cannot compare with Singapore. We compare with two countries like Indonesia and Thailand. The economy is better than us. Really, really. Because we are too
Focus on race thing, is
too focused on our race. Because that in Thailand, they are not focused in.
Of course, it's a single race country lah. So it's not easy to compare as well, right?
Yes. One thing is we have our strength. We are multi nations. We have used our strength to compete to other country. This is actually is a benefit on this country, this Malaysia.
Yeah, but the problem is I don't think if Mahathir is in power, he doesn't see that kind of strength as a.
In Sweden, right? Sweden, The people can speak at least 4 languages and three languages.
Don't compare colonizer.
Because the country is possible to. I mean, this is the benefits of the country. The people who can make the translations or whatever the benefit of this language. It's very beauty of this multi-nations country.
You think Mahathir will actually implement that kind of?
So the
Forward thinking,
mindset have to change, because we have more than 16 years is this kind of old mindset. If let's say really this mindset is very good for this country, we are already there. But now we are still like lacking people a lot, and then we are not moving. We are the back moving,
Yeah, and you know who started that? The reason why is because of Mahathir. He is the one that created this kind of like the landscape that we are today, This is the man, the reason why,
That's why we call Malaysia. In Chinese, Malaysia is for Mahathir, M-A. Start with Malaysia. Mahathir land,
Mahathir land.
Mahathir land.
I mean, his policy is very. He's the reason why we are so corrupt, I believe that is my opinion, and I believe that is the reason why, because his policies have created that kind of situation. So that's why I believe he should go to jail.
Yeah, I think so. I think also.
This guy should go to jail along with Najib. So at the end of the day, I mean, yes, he created Proton, all these things. But
I will need Proton 3? 3
also want to make another Proton in order to issue. But that's just for him to maintain power. That's why. He's not ready to help people.
His own ego.
So yes, I believe he should go to jail.
Yeah, I agree too.
So Mahathir, instead of being a prime minister candidate, this man should go to jail. Okay? But honestly, sometimes I think he can be the real mastermind, Like whoever wins, he will be the real mastermind.
But this is our opinion, ma. This chart is under our opinion.
Okay, not the truth.
Not the truth.
So in the end of the day, yes, we will believe. You should go to jail.
Yes.
Congratulations. Okay lah. I mean, we still have a few people we want to talk about. But I think we've talked for quite some time already lah. Yeah, almost 1 hour already.
Oh, serious?
So this has been a really long episode. Do you still want to do the rest of the people, or you want to do it on a separate occasion?
Separate occasion.
Separate occasion. Because we still have a few people we want to go through, as you all can see on the thing, on the page. But those we won't go into in depth lah. So that might be on a part 2 of our general election candidate session.
I also don't know how come we can talk this 5% can 1 hour. There's so many things we want to complain. We want to complain, It's not say or complain.
In the end of the day, it's all about complaining our people or candidate
or complain our PM,
That's all we can do. That's why it's important for people to vote. So remember, at the end of the day, anything else you can learn from this is don't forget to vote, okay? So anyone watching, any Malaysian watching, always remember the important thing is you should vote. Everyone should vote. Now, what is your opinion of this? I mean, we would like to know what you guys think. Who has the chance of being a PM? We will put this tier maker list website page on the comment section, so you all can go and check out for yourself and decide who should be PM. Our picture is there also, so you don't have.
Maybe Azreen can be a PM. Or the Monday can all the ladies have to wear.
Okay. I know I said I want
sorry.
I know I said I want prostitution to be decriminalized, but okay.
Actually, I got something to say.
But that one maybe on the next episode. Next episode we can do. But yes, that is all for today. Thank you for anyone watching. If you like what you saw, what you heard, share. Tell us in the comment below what your opinions are.
And subscribe our channel.
As always, this has been Azreen, and this has been Ah Kit, and this has been the Teh Tarik Hour. And we hope to see you guys on part 2 of this So High episode. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.